Goku Ultra Instinct vs Demigra. Goku's true strength is shown. Goku starts crying after seeing everything that had happened within those battles, the true power that was being brought forth from the force of destruction. Goku had the idea that he could fight Demigra, showing his true power and causing things to start to change. Goku knew he needed to get stronger. According to all the threats that were appearing within Universe 7 and all other universes. There were only 5 days left before the Celestial War began. Goku had gone to get Broly to bring that warrior with the greatest battle potential. Beerus knew that the combination of his powers with the alliance of all Saiyans would be the key to defeat any enemy. The god of destruction of Universe 7 sent Goku directly to planet Vampa to bring Broly, but his own race of destruction cats had already reached the planet of the legendary Saiyan before. Goku, upon arriving on the planet Vampa, sees that everything was devastated due to the race of Beerus having ended everything. Shirai was captured. Broly needed help. Broly learned about everything that Goku was going through and all the threats that were being involved. After a few moments, Broly didn't refuse to help Goku. Amidst Goku and Broly's training and the threat of the Makaioshins occurred, Goku suffered a breakdown in his mind. Back to the present moment in Goku's subconscious. Goku has been living a battle with the prince of the Makaioshin kingdom. Demigra's the true god of darkness from the heavenly family. Goku, in his subconscious smiling, says, "I just need to break up with you. If I defeat you, it will mean that I will no longer be affected when I receive the Kiss of Death technique from the angel Zyros. If I manage to undo your technique here now, I will definitely have managed to become a much stronger warrior. We Saiyans need to learn to have more resistance to magical powers from mages like you. I'm sure Gohan, Gon and the others are preparing and training for battle. I won't be left behind. Demigra, you made me cry just because I saw everything that had happened in the distorted reality you created. I will never accept that my friends are attacked in front of me. You will pay for this. That was not correct. Now you will understand what my true power is and what I need to show to defeat any enemy." Goku was already another person with a more mature personality. The responsibility of having to save all universes anointed his body. His skill level had automatically changed, the god of destruction power flowing over the Saiyan's body. Demigra starts laughing and says, "Think very carefully and remember everything that happened. Do you think you have a chance of beating me? It's not in my plans to destroy you now, but if that's what you really want, I will." Goku begins to remember again and sees the vision of Chi-Chi and all of his friends lying on the ground. Goku's cry is shown again. Goku says, "For me it doesn't matter. I'll settle this right here and now." A faint smile starts to creep over Goku's face. Goku speaks. "If I break up with you, you won't be able to do anything else. Then you can come." "Alright partner, why don't you whack that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any videos and stay well connected to our universe of Z Warriors. Let's get back to the point. Planet Vampa. Broly continues to observe what has been happening with Goku. Broly starts to reason and says, "Goku needs to recover soon. He needs to return to his normal energy. As soon as he recovers, we will be able to accomplish great feats. But before we return to the planet Beerus, we will have to go back and see where his race is and save Shirai from there. Shirai cannot be manipulated by them. We need to resolve this. What's going on with you, Goku? If I only knew how to use this teleportation technique, I could teleport people to the nearest planet. But we need you to wake up. If any threat appears, I'll be here to protect you. Come on, recover, my friend." Broly begins to reflect on all the battles he has had and every threat that has appeared in recent times and comes to the conclusion that there will always be wars and that he will have to get stronger each time. Planet Beerus. Beerus was analyzing everything that was going on while training Gon alongside Vados and Whis. Beerus says, "Something is strange to me. Goku always tends to get into trouble. Goku tends to always cause big problems. I cannot understand what is happening. If we look, Goku started to show a very great performance, but still he didn't surpass several other gods. So it was a very simple task. Just go to the vampire planet and come back with Broly. Is he training Broly, or what is he doing? I can't figure it out. But alright, let's see what happens next." Whis begins to analyze and says, "Mr. Goku is very perceptive for this type of situation. I'm sure he will show a much higher performance. Mr. Goku and Broly can be considered the greatest potentials of the war." At that moment, Beerus says, "You can't forget the hybrids, Gohan and Gon. These two boys surprised me more and more. Gohan's powers when he fought that twisted version of Cell were formidable. While Goku and Vegeta carry out Broly's training here, Gohan had been having an uphill battle on Earth. These Saiyans don't even look like those guys I humiliated when I first came to Earth. It feels like I'm even unintentionally creating a new destroyer. They really can show that they have merit to fight, so let's believe in the power they will show. The other angels and the other universes will certainly want to get involved, but even so, we will need to understand much more of what will develop in these battles. It makes a little sweat break out on my body just thinking about those powerful enemies from the past getting involved. But you know we can still expect the worst, don't you, Whis?" Vado starts laughing and says, "Stay calm, Beerus. After all, the strongest, which are the meaning of hope, are here by our side. That will be very interesting." Back on planet Vampa, Goku's subconscious. Goku was exchanging several blows against Demigra. Demigra, using his mastery of evil, the instinct of darkness, ended up dodging several of Goku's attacks. Demigra says, "It's no use what you try to do, son Goku. You will never be able to defeat me. This will be too vague. If you continue with this thought, I will send you to an empty dimension that you will never be able to escape. I will show all my power over you, and you will understand what the true energy of Demigra is, the true Makaioshin of darkness." At that moment, Goku is thrown away, but while using his Ultra Instinct, Goku starts to laugh at all the blows he receives from Demigra. Goku begins to show his true power. Demigra begins to be surprised by the fact that Goku's power is increasing more and more. At that moment, Demigra did not understand what was happening. Demigra launches Goku and traps him with destruction magic. Goku starts laughing and says, "I mean then that you were hiding the game. Each time you managed to get stronger, right?" Demigra starts laughing and says, "I do not know what you want. We in the family of evil do not engage in the battle against the angels. But you want to master your power so badly. You want to fight the first strong guy you see. You must be going crazy, son Goku. Then that's it. Maybe my dad made the wrong suggestion. Maybe the best way is to end you." Goku begins to show a brief smile on his face. Goku says, "Now I'm starting to get happy. I haven't had an uninterrupted battle in a long time. Since when these battles had started, I couldn't fight until the end with an enemy. We Saiyans get stronger when we go through a life and death situation, so I'll show you now what I'm capable of." Vegeta, I'm sorry, but now I'm going to have to reveal that during this time, I managed to master your technique and I'm going to use it now. Demigra starts looking at Goku in an entirely different light. Demigra says, "Is he beginning to awaken a new power?" Goku starts taking several hits from Demigra. Goku gets more and more. The power of the evil family begins to show. The true power of the Prince of the Makayoshins. Demigra says, "Goku, I don't know what you want with that, but you need to understand that within the family of evil, there are several beings. Just like in the family of angels and celestial beings, you will never be able to defeat me. After all, my power is one that exceeds everyone's power. So you need to understand that many things will happen in the course of all these battles, and the energy that I can show you is the true power for destruction." At that moment, Goku begins to question himself and speaks. "It doesn't matter to me. I don't want to know what you have to develop. I just know that I can get more and more powerful, and that way I will be able to show all my performance in battle. You are just a ladder that will make me stronger. Once in the Universe 6 tournament, when I fought Hit, it seemed that we were pawns on the chessboard and that the gods did what they wanted with us. Since then, I could see that it would be necessary to get much stronger. The gods of destruction gave another meaning to the power that we all knew. It was a colossal force since the first time I fought Mr. Beerus, and I managed to surpass my limits when I mastered the mastery of Ultra Instinct. So with that, it made me see that how much stronger I got, the more powerful guys would appear. It's a growing evolution, and that's why I need to beat you. If you need me, I'm sure you won't kill me, so I can fight with everything and show what I'm really capable of. If my energy runs out, surely you will still need my help." Demigra starts to smile and says, "Very insightful. But what makes you think that I really need you so much?" Just like in a chess game, we try to use the best pieces, but if those pieces don't want to work in our favor, we will choose others. After all, you are all disposable." Goku makes a serious face and says, "What? Damn you, you're gonna pay for this." At that moment, Goku began to use the mastery of Ultra Instinct, fighting against Demigra's mastery of Dark Instinct. Demigra kept throwing several blows at Goku. Goku tried to dodge, but even with the mastery of Ultra Instinct, he started to fail. Goku says, "This guy has a skill very similar to Gas. It seems the more we fought Gas, the stronger he got. It was a kind of transformation, a totally different kind of skill than now. What will we really be able to do? But that doesn't matter. We need to get stronger and show our development. I really want to understand what will happen in the face of all of this, but come on. Now I believe it is time for us to show what we are capable of." Goku starts laughing and says, "Demigra, do you know why we Saiyans are considered the strongest warrior race?" Demigra observes and says, "Do you want to explain?" Goku says, "We are considered the warrior race because for many, many times we lived fighting and becoming more and more powerful. We always wanted to get stronger to dominate planets. Frieza, afraid of the legendary Saiyan, destroyed our planet. Our race practically became extinct in the universe, but few like me survived. Later, Frieza's nightmare came true after he was defeated by me, and later by Trunks. Even the strongest suffer before Saiyans. I could be a devastating warrior, but since I was a child, my father sent me to Earth. But there I had another creation, but it's my race, and I can't deny its powers and the abilities we show. It's the best time for us to reach a supreme Saiyan level." At that moment, Goku begins to observe and activates his Ultra Instinct power even more and advances to attack Demigra. Demigra starts laughing and says, "You talk too much. Even showing this power and even showing these skills, you still can't develop anything too much." Goku teleports and lands a full punch on Demigra. Demigra says, "Like this? How was that possible? How did this guy manage to do this? It doesn't make any sense. Victory was mine. You took hits throughout the fight, and you still managed to use those moves. What were you up to, Goku? Don't think that's enough to beat me. Demigra observes Goku, but an image of Vegeta starts to appear in front of him. He was practically defeated. At that moment, Demigra noticed that Goku's hair was changing color and turning a little silver and a little purple. Demigra was not understanding what was happening. Right after, Goku says, "It looks like I'm managing to master the mastery of the Ultra Ego. I'm sorry about that, Vegeta. This technique was supposed to be exclusive to him and Mr. Beerus, but it was the fastest way for me to increase my powers. It seems that my Ultra Ego energy is increasing more and more. So what do you mean that was it? That's the true level of strength I'll be able to develop." Goku starts to smile and says, "Thank you very much, Demigra. Now you have made me able to raise my power even more. I'm finally mastering Mr. Beerus and Vegeta's Ultra Ego." It was all Goku's plan. Goku wanted to receive the blows to be able to activate the mastery of the Ultra Ego and be able to combine it with his Ultra Instinct. At that moment, Demigra begins to observe and speaks. "You are amazing. It makes me even more fascinated to finish you, Goku. Does this mean that this is your power? Very good. Soon, we will see each other again. But for now, that's all." At that instant, Goku says, "Wait, you can't do that. Come back here." Demigra disappears. Vampire Planet. Goku wakes up. Goku says, "Demigra, come back here." Broly, not understanding anything, speaks. "Goku, what happened to you? You've been sleeping for hours. Who is Demigra?" Goku begins to reflect and speaks. "So that was it? Well, that at least served for our training. Don't sweat it, Broly. I had some problems, but I'm already solving all of them now. Thank you for staying here protecting me from any threat. Let's go to Mr. Beerus's planet soon." Broly makes a serious face. Goku starts watching Broly and says, "I understood. You want to help her, don't you?" Broly responds, "Shirai is the only person I've stayed closest to here on the vampire planet, and she's always helped and cared for me. I can't abandon her. We need to go after this breed of destruction cats and sort this out. Come on, help me, Goku." Goku starts to smile and says, "All right, let's go. Now I learned a different technique, and maybe it would be even interesting for you to learn it to be able to master it, Broly. I need to feel the energy of destruction here in this universe. It will probably be a similar energy to Mr. Beerus, but it will not be on the planet of destruction." At that moment, Goku asks Broly to put his hand on his shoulder and begins to feel energy and feel the power of destruction. Goku says, "Broly, I've already located the power of this race's energy of destruction. There are many. I really believe it will be too risky. We would just have to rescue Shirai and get back, even because we will be getting involved in battles before starting the Celestial War." Broly smiles and speaks. "This will be perfect. Let's settle this now then, Goku." Planet of the Destruction Cats. An unknown voice is looking at Shirai and says,
"Means they're coming here for you, girl. Be prepared to see your friends get destroyed in front of you."
Goku masters the Ultra Ego to defeat Beerus's race. Goku and Broly had teleported from the planet Vampa directly to the planet of the race of the god who destroyed everything, the one who was the first cat of destruction, the true cat of creation, the true power that was emanated by the strongest. Planet of the Destruction Cats. Goku arrives on a planet very similar to the planet Beerus, where it seemed that all the races that were there were cats of destruction. Hidden, Goku and Broly talk. It seems that this is the planet where the most powerful beings inhabit. It seems that the strength level of all the destruction cats is very similar to Beerus's powers. We have to download all our ki and just try to rescue Chirai without being seen. But where would they leave Chirai around here? I cannot understand. At that moment, we can see that several destruction cats were working and training in preparation for the Celestial War. Goku says, "Alright, let's go, Broly. We cannot be detected, because if one of them notices our presence, we'll all be destroyed for sure." Broly says, "Alright, Goku. I'm already able to control my anger much better than before." A few moments pass and Goku begins to reflect next to Broly. Broly remembers all the good times he had with Chirai on planet Vampa and everything that happened during the training that Beerus was conducting for Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. Goku also began to reflect on the technique of combining his power with Ultra Ego that he had learned. At that moment, Goku began to analyze and spoke. "I am feeling a very high power coming from this place. If we start to analyze it, it seems that there are other destructive beings around here. We need to think about it. What will happen in the face of all of this? Many battles will still occur. Damn, I'm sure the great strength of these guys will be increased more and more. But it does not matter. It seems my Saiyan instinct is getting more and more excited to fight." Goku and Broly try to walk undetected through the planet of the Doom Cats until the moment when a Doom Cat very different from all the others with seemingly catastrophic powers appears and starts talking to the other Doom Cats. The unknown Destruction Cat says, "Will we need to wipe out all these guys in the future? We were about to destroy this guy who appeared in front of us, but he, with his means of communication, said that he would be a great help in this celestial battle. Let's see what he can do with that." Goku is surprised the moment he sees who was next to the unknown Destruction Cat. Broly says, "What was that, Goku?" Goku watches and speaks. "It cannot be. This guy is Frieza." Black Frieza was on the planet of Destruction Cats. Frieza had not appeared for a long time. Frieza's previous goal was to eliminate several other planets. Moments ago in Frieza's ship, Frieza was pondering alongside his entire army while he had heard the Great Priest's sentence that no one should get involved in battles until the Celestial War. Frieza says, "One day I will reign over it all. One day I will reign over all these beings. And how dare they say something like that? How do they think they can dominate something between us? This is something extremely catastrophic. I am a tyrant of the universe. The angels and the other gods are much more powerful. But thankfully, I started to have other thoughts about how I was going to go about my life. After all, one day I will be on top of them all. Each time it seems that beings are born one more powerful than the other. That Saiyan Broly is extremely strong, but after I reached my black form, I became a supreme being. No one else will be able to defeat me, not even Beerus. I am a level above a god of destruction." Inside Frieza's ship appears an unknown presence, a being very similar to Beerus, and says, "It means that we have a being that believes to be more powerful than Beerus." Frieza says, "I could already feel a strange energy like his. Who are you so insolent? How dare you invade my planet? Do you think that you alone are capable of ending my army?" At that instant, the Cat of Destruction says, "I think you'd better come with me. After all, we're in another galaxy. I know you can breathe normally in space outside a ship. But what will happen to all your army and all your technology to be able to put together your plans if I destroy your entire ship now?" Frieza starts to rage and says, "You damn! How dare you!" At that moment, Frieza beside the Cat of Destruction is taken directly to the planet of destruction. Frieza says, "Now you will fight me.
I don't know why you brought me here, but you will know the power of the true tyrant, the Emperor of the Universe.
Frieza activates his black form and prepares to attack the Cat of Destruction until the moment when the supreme being of the Cats of Destruction, acclaimed Mukai, appears. Frieza starts watching and says,
"That's not possible. What are you? Does your legend really exist? Is it really alive? Does Beerus know of its existence?"
At that moment, Beerus's father starts to laugh and says, "See, Frieza, how long have I not seen you? Really, since I met your father, you were just a kid. So now we can say that the tyrant of the universe is here. Very good. Come on. I want you to show your power. Let's see what you will be able to do. But I have a proposal there before. You want to become more and more powerful, don't you? And for that, you would definitely need your entire army. Not the army you already have, but the army of your own race. You know that alongside them, you can reach unimaginable powers. His brother Cooler and everyone else would be back, the same way the Cats of Destruction were brought back. His family could be back. What do you think about this?" Frieza starts laughing and says,
"It's quite interesting, but I don't care about my family. I don't care about any of them. I am Frieza, the one who will dominate everything. I don't think you should do anything. After all, the High Priest said not to get involved in battles until the Heavenly War begins."
At that moment, Frieza starts laughing and says,
"Maybe if I were you, I wouldn't let my guard down so much."
Frieza looks at Shirai and says,
"I know this girl, and she's friends with an extremely powerful Saiyan. You captured her, and for sure these Saiyans will come after you, and I'm sure they will regret it."
Back to present times. Frieza had already spoken about the Saiyan threat directly to the Destruction Cats. In a few moments, we can see that Goku was watching what Frieza was saying. Goku starts laughing and says, "It seems that Frieza has already prepared himself and already knows that we are here. He's just playing with the Cats of Doom. Maybe this is our time to get Shirai out of here. She's over there. Check it out, Broly. This is the time for us to arrive and capture her and bring her back." At that moment, Goku teleports alongside Broly in front of the Destruction Cats, where Shirai was. Shirai starts smiling when she sees Broly. Broly smiles at Shirai. The moment Goku will come out alongside Shirai and Broly, Frieza starts laughing next to the Destruction Cat. The Cat of Destruction observes and speaks. "Very well. What you said was really true, Frieza." A barrier appears over the body around Broly, Shirai, and Goku. Goku says, "Damn, Frieza, this was all on purpose." Frieza says,
"I told you that if you captured this girl, they would come after you. Now let me show you Black Frieza's true power. Son Goku, you are more powerful, aren't you? Managed to activate the power of the Ultra Ego. Well then, fight me now."
Goku vs. Frieza. Ultra Goku vs. Black Frieza and the race of Beerus the Destroyer. Looks like things got a lot more tense now. For both Goku and Broly in rescuing Shirai, it seems that the direct invasion of the planet of Destruction Cats was just a trap to bring Goku and Broly into the trap, since the two of them would be one of the greatest potentials for the Celestial War. It seems that the Cats of Destruction want to test your powers. Goku watches and says, "Frieza, does that mean you're on their side?" Frieza starts laughing and says,
"I'm on nobody's side. I'm the Emperor of the Universe, but I also fell into the trap of those disgusting beings, and that's why I was forced to make you come here. Can you understand this, Goku? But they want to test your powers, so I'll need to show off some of my skills, humiliating you here and now, just like I did with you and Vegeta on that cereal Jin Granola's planet."
In a few moments, Goku becomes enraged and says, "Frieza, You are an inhabitant of Universe 7. You should know that we need to fight together like we did in the Tournament of Power to save our universe and put our disagreements behind us. These guys have already caused the most destruction and they want to end it all. You cannot be on their side. Frieza starts laughing and says,
I think you forgot that at one point I tried to destroy everyone, including your race's planet.
Great power is unleashed directly on Frieza, and a punch comes close to being delivered under his face, but a hand appears at that moment. It was Broly who had gone after Frieza, but Mukai, the Cat of Destruction King, interrupts Broly. Broly says,
How did this guy get here so fast? Its power is really high.
Goku watches and speaks. Broly, just watch this battle. I need to show the skill I learned while training in the Makaioshin Kingdom. Broly watches and says,
I understand, Goku, so show your real power.
Frieza activates his black form and the Doom Cats smile and say,
Come on, let's see what is the strength level of this Saiyan.
Planet Beerus. Beerus begins to notice a large shudder light years away from the planet he was on. Beerus looks at Whis and says,
This is certainly the energy of the Destruction Cats. But Broly and Goku's energy is really there. They are disobeying the rules that the High Priest has imposed. It seems like it's no use. We don't quite know what to do, but we better not interfere. Goku will have to deal with them directly.
At that moment, Whis starts to speak.
Goku is just doing it right, trying to correct the mistakes these other beings made. They have tried to harness its power, and yet they will apparently capture a being from our universe. I'm sure the High Priest will take all this into account.
Moments pass on the planet of Destruction Cats. Goku begins to have a battle with Black Frieza. Black Frieza begins to show power far greater than Goku's. Goku tries several times to dodge the blows that are shown there. Black Frieza says,
You know very well that the power of your Ultra Instinct will never be able to defeat me. You don't have powers to fight me, Goku.
Goku starts to smile and says, If you don't remember very well, you must be fully aware that in the past, I ended up destroying you and was still too merciful for you to escape. Previously, with my Super Saiyan Blue form, I finished you off again. Frieza starts to get furious and says,
Be quiet, you insolent. You are worthless.
The Cat of Destruction says, Does that mean then that Saiyan was already able to defeat even Frieza? Perhaps his power is even much higher than what I imagined. Well, let's see what you will be able to do. So I hope your strength level can increase more and more, Son Goku. The battle began to be more and more brutal. Broly observes and says,
Goku, you are fighting, but I myself wanted to finish off Frieza. Looks like he's gotten a lot stronger than the last time we fought. He even manipulated me in the past so that I would fight against Goku and Vegeta, and soon after, I have slight impressions that he was the one to blame for my father's death. My father, even though he wasn't the best father, he never did anything to Frieza. He will still pay for all that he has done.
Broly, after controlling his rational power more, began to have several different thoughts, starting to rationalize his decision-making more. But still an immeasurable power was emerging from Broly. Broly keeps talking.
This guy still pays me back for every atrocity he has ever committed.
Frieza starts to have more advantage in the battle and says,
Goku, you will never be able to defeat me.
Goku starts to smile and says, We seem to have reached the level I wanted. Goku activates his Ultra Ego power again and again, tries to combine the strength of the Ultra Ego alongside the strength of the Ultra Instinct. Goku begins to increase his power more and more. The Destruction Cat race starts to be impressed.
Frieza's race always showing to be powerful. The Cold Demons were our rivals for millennia. This Frieza boy really is one of the greatest powers that has ever been shown in battle. Will he really be able to eliminate Son Goku from Universe 7? Black Frieza starts taking several hits from Goku. Black Frieza says,
"That's not possible. He was fighting just now with an entirely different power. This looks like the combination of the power of Ultra Instinct he showed in the Tournament of Power with the power of Vegeta's Ultra Ego. What are you up to, you insolent Saiyan? Damn, Goku, you've outdone yourself yet again."
At that moment, a horde of destruction cats threaten to launch a Hakai on Goku. Goku and Broly talk. "This is cheating. You cannot do this." At that moment, Broly looks and speaks.
"Goku, the only alternative we will have is to destroy this planet and try to escape. Otherwise, we will all be destroyed."
At that moment, Goku starts to think. "It seems like every time we go through a life or death situation, Broly, I can't let you die here. I will raise my ki to the maximum and create an explosion on this planet. It will be your chance to escape." Broly says,
"Don't do that, Goku. If you do that, you will disappear."
At that moment, when Goku was going to sacrifice himself, a great light appears over the planet of the Destruction Cats. Under her rises the Great Priest. Everyone shudders. Frieza deactivates his black form. Goku began to observe everything that was happening and says, "Great Priest, the Lord is here." Beerus's race still tries to cast a Hakai on the High Priest and everyone who was there. The High Priest says a word.
"Angel's secret technique, divine redemption."
Several Destruction Cats are eliminated. Furious Mukai watches and speaks. "How did you get that audacity?" At that moment, Black Frieza used Mukai's rage trick to escape the planet of Destruction Cats. The Great Priest says,
"You disobeyed what I said. Half of your race was wiped out. 5 days left for the Celestial War. If you decide to do something, I will again make my arrangements. Otherwise, just leave this as a warning. Son Goku and Broly, you need to come with me."
Broly was beside Chirai. The High Priest sends Chirai directly to planet Vampa. Broly watches and thanks. At that moment, a new light appears on the planet of the Destruction Cats, and the Great Priest takes Goku and Broly to his palace. The enraged cats of destruction say, "We will still take revenge. You will pay for this, Daishinkan." To be continued. It seems that Daishinkan has really shown its true powers. A great battle will unfold and many things will still happen. Alright my partner, what do you believe and what do you imagine about all of this? Whack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. That's all there is to it, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.